Alarmo, the new Nintendo alarm clock designed to enhance the experience of waking up. Yes, you heard that right. The new Nintendo alarm clock. So basically, Nintendo just made a new alarm clock which has tons of features related to Nintendo games that should essentially make waking up easier. For all the Nintendo nerds, this is probably a dream come true. For people like me, it sounds kind of silly. Well, let me stop myself right there before I get carried away. I just need to quickly say that I do not own an Alarmo, so this is purely based off the Nintendo showcase because I am a 13-year-old who would probably have to save the world to be able to waste $100 on an alarm clock. So with all that being said, let's get on with the video. The showcase starts off by showing how the alarm clock works and how it looks. And I would say that design-wise, the clock is nothing too crazy. I would have loved if they added a small Nintendo reference, like adding Cappy on the top of the alarm clock, but that's just a small nitpick. Functionality-wise, it seems pretty decent. For those who don't know, and I will leave the link of the showcase in the description, the Nintendo Alarmo has two main core functionalities. Playing Nintendo music at the start of your day and making noises of a game to the vibration of your movement, if that makes sense. An example of that is each game that's included with Alarmo has 6 songs, or scenes as they call it. Let's say you pick Jump Up Superstar from Super Mario Odyssey. Whenever you move while you're in bed, it will make a bunch of loud coin noises. I think this gimmick is pretty cool, and I can see how it might irritate people, which is obviously necessary in an alarm clock because its whole purpose is to jam your ears with a bunch of annoying sounds. Another cool thing to know is that you don't need to turn off your alarm clock, and you have to actually leave your bed for it to turn off, which is obviously good in the sense that you can't just turn off your alarm clock, then go back to sleep. Features that I found decently interesting are hourly chime and ambient mode. I like hourly chime because little Nintendo characters will appear on the alarm clock, and ambient mode because it helps set a nice atmosphere in your bedroom. Now I know what you're all thinking. Is this guy gonna complain about anything in this video? And my answer to that is no. This alarm clock is just perfect. I'm just kidding. The main and sole factor that I wish could be done is lower the price, bro. No, seriously, lower them. $100 for an alarm clock? I could just boot up Nintendo music and set it at the start of the day. Sure, it's harder to do, but isn't the whole point of an alarm clock to unlazify you? I don't care if that's not a real word. It sounds good to my ears, so I'm gonna use it. In comparison, the Nintendo Switch costs $400. That's the same price as 4 seemingly useless alarm clocks that are just cool because they are Nintendo themed and have slightly more features. And on the other hand, the Nintendo Switch is a best-selling console with many features and hundreds of games. In conclusion, I think that while being a very neat and cool alarm clock, the Nintendo Alarmo is way too expensive for what it has to offer, and I would much prefer if they lowered the price to maybe $50 or even $60, honestly. Maybe even $70. Like, if we're going like, Nintendo is like Nintendo, so obviously they're gonna make things expensive. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed me ranting about how expensive Alarmo is, and I'll just see you all in the next video that's coming out in June 17, 2026. I'm kidding.